I'll take Elon. I want Elon anyway in the back.
That's Elon, right?
In the back. Whatever. Yeah, shalom, shalom.
I'm just making sure we're on, brother.
We on.
We on?
That's
Oh, okay. Okay, fine.
Just gotta get this one. Okay.
James, which one? James what? 5. Start talking. Number second.
Y'all ready?
Come. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah, we're the true Hebrew Israelites. Come out week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of America, right? And these other nations, they're telling them that they're in their judgment is to fall under the rank of the Israelites, the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. 2/3 of our own people are going to have to perish. So it shows you that the Lord is not a respecter of persons. He's a diligent. He's for the diligent, right? Which would be the elect of Yahweh B'Shem Nawashai, the Israel of the Most High. So, Lord willing, this lesson that we're going into will be edifying and exhorting to the elect. Those are out there seeking for truth, and it brings growth unto you, right? So with all that, we're going to give all praises, facing the east, and our honor and our glory unto Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai B'Hashem B'Hakodash. I'd like to give double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who root well and do well, to the elder apostles, bishops of Connecticut, the bishops, the preachers, the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds, preaching in truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, the elect, shalom. To the Israelite foreigners who phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father and have come back to the fold. Shalom. To your sisters, you Aquathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence. So yeah, we're gonna go into quick lesson, real quick. Lord willing, it's edifying, Lord, first for ourselves, because ultimately, and then of course for the body, man. So. But start that, James.
Reading the NLT, and the subheading says, "Warning to the rich." It says, "Look here, you rich people, weep and groan with anguish because of all the terrible troubles ahead of you."
Right. Yeah. See, and that's ultimately what's about to happen, man. It's about to be terrible troubles upon the earth, man. Right? Because these so-called elites, these international bankers, think there ain't going to be any trouble to them because they're on top. They're upon their beds. They're resting. They're in their rulership, right? Can you get that, brother? Was it Joel? Was it Joel 2?
Is that where it says what?
They're upon their beds.
Oh no, that's Micah.
Micah 2. I mean, it's like
2.
not Joel. Joel 2. Micah 2. I mean, it's like Micah 2:1. It's like
Yep, I'll read it again.
Okay.
This is again, subheading says, "Warning to the rich." James 5:1. It says, "Look here, you rich people, weep and groan with anguish because of all the terrible troubles ahead of you."
Yeah, because what's brewing up with Trump wanting to get Greenland, right, is brewing up trouble with people we have had, confederacy with for a long time. Basically, they were allies. So it's bringing up.
Portugal. It's
No, can't be Malachi.
But yeah, but yeah. So it's just brewing up this thing, this hatred between each other. So they're gonna go through troubles too, right? Because ultimately Trump needs this Greenland to get the minerals, right? And it's supposed to be strategically to so-called striking zone between America and Russia. But ultimately, the ultimate thing is really the minerals, because the ice is melting in the North Pole, and now it's leaving a unforeseen tapped land. So that's why China's over there. Russia's already they got these submarines that can actually withstand the ice, and that could go through the ice, because there's unforeseen oils and diamonds and gold, the Earth's minerals that's over there. So it's basically, that's like the final frontier. So, and all those dudes are rushing to get there, man. All these players that's on the board, Russia, China, and then whoever else, but mainly Russia and China and America, the big players, man. And that's what this whole thing is about, right? Because they're looking to get more riches, and then more dominance, because the silver allows them to was it the uranium, the batteries, because they get corrosion, and the silver is going to go on a big boom, because they need to put silver, and it stops those batteries for the EV vehicles, the electric vehicles from exploding or corroding. So silver is going up high, so they need that, and they need certain minerals to build these nuclear weapons. So this is why they're over there, because America's on a rush to build more nuclear missiles, which so is China, and so is Russia. It's basically a nuclear arms race all over again, so to speak. And the North Pole, so to speak, well, as it's melting, the ice melting, it's leaving unforetold land to get those minerals to build their nuclear weapons, right? Also, can you get that? Oh no, I think it's in there, right? Because that's where we're going into now, because we're in the time that they're gathering treasures. They're heaping up treasures for the last days, which that makes sense, because that's what the Lord said they were going to do, right? And so before the Lord starts this judgment, He's going to have them take it, refine it, put it down, clean it, and then shine it up, put it in a vault that has like air conditioning and it's perfectly sound, and put it away, and then it's going to be in a bunker, and they're going to blow up everything, and then when we come back, we're going to be able to take them out of their caves, slap the chains on them, put them in slavery, and then we get to pull the riches out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they heaped them up, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So pretty much they're all in league with the New World Order, but
Right.
they're in a race to see who's going to run it.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Matter of fact, there's another one that talks about that too. He did was it said Proverbs? He did lay up riches for his children. He did he did give it for his children. He did leave it wealth for his children. It's in Proverbs, I believe. Get that. Well, go ahead. I'll come in.
You want that Micah?
Oh, hold on. Yeah. No. I want to get that. What you call it? Proverbs. He who lay riches for his children.
I'll read this again while you're getting that. Again.
Okay. Yeah.
James 5:1. Oh, you got
This is
okay,
right
you got it. Okay.
Get, I got it. Proverbs 13. Proverbs 13 and 22.
Proverbs 13 and verse 22, and it says,
Right.
a good man
leaveth an inheritance
Yeah, there you go.
to his children.
And that's what the
children.
basically that's what the Edomites been doing, right? Because it tells you that they is it Psalms 73? He lay up they lay up treasures for their babes, right? They lay up treasures for their children. Can you get that? I think that's in Psalm 73.
Yeah, and the rest of this
Right.
actually speaks to what you
Right.
said, what
Right.
you just said.
Right.
And I'll start over again. It says Proverbs 13 and 22. A good man leaveth his inheritance to his children's children, and the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just.
Yeah. See, but basically that's what I was saying. Because what's going to happen is, what it is they're building up. They're gonna heap these treasures up, and it's really going to be left up for us, for the just, for those who was given this by sacrifice, right? The customs.
I don't know if it's the one you want. I can start on verse 7. Can we read it? Psalm 73:7. It says, "Their eyes stand out with fatness.
Right.
They have more than heart could wish."
And they lay it up for their babes, for their children.
Well, it kind of goes into a little bit. It says a little different. Let me keep reading.
But there's one where it says they give it up to the babes.
I think that's a word too. It says, "They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression.
Okay, yeah,
they
so-
speak
yeah.
lawfully." And this
Yeah.
is Psalms, the 73rd chapter.
Oh, he got it.
I'll read this because it goes with this. It says, "Therefore, listen, his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them."
Right.
So they get everything.
Yeah. Right. Because of usury, and because they'll go to someone else's land and basically cause a coup, a war between the people, and then they charge them for the coup, and then they charge them. Meanwhile, while they're there, and then they charge them to leave.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yep. And then they charge them afterwards for, oh, you guys are in bad case, or we'll come and help you. We'll give aid. We'll do these different things. You know, meanwhile, they're the reason why these places are put in this condition. You know, so they can pat themselves on the back and say how great a nation this is. You know, we're great people, and we're this and we're that. But really, they put you in the conditions. They put Venezuela in those conditions. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And instead of really working out a deal, because they had overthrew the president in Venezuela at one point in time, and put in their own thing, and instead of working with them, especially this being in the Western Hemisphere, you should have been working out a better deal. See, but you don't want China to come in, because China's going in there and making deals with them without making stipulations the way America has.
Right.
They're making good faith thing. They're actually saying, okay, you give me oil, I'll build you a bridge. And they're actually building it and not just saying it.
Right.
Oh, you give me things, I'll give you some steel. And they actually come through with the steel. You want me to, I'll build infrastructure for you. They're actually coming through with it, and not just words.
It's all business.
It's actually real business. But America, they promise you things. Oh, you just follow America and you do this, and we'll bring this, you know, because America brings this great wealth. But we know that America brings death and sorrow, man. Right? That's all they ever really truly bring. Great swelling words.
That's a little bit more. It says, "And they say, how does the Most High know?" And their knowledge is it says, "And they say, how does the Most High know? And is there knowledge in the Most High?" So it's a question. See, they don't think that the Lord is watching them. It says, "Behold, these are the ungodly."
Is their knowledge in the most? And it's no, because their knowledge is in what? In science. Their knowledge is in the left hand, left hand wizardry, right? Because when you go into that word palantir, it means to see before. So that basically they're saying the palantir is their prophet.
Right.
They're gonna prophesy who's gonna fall and who's gonna be destroyed, right? Because that's what that hopsir is in Israel. It actually the AI tells them who to strike and when to strike, and what's the most probable place where you could strike with least casualties, and it'll be based off the AI. The AI will perform the warfare for them to take in any given zone, right? And it'll tell them who to strike, or it will tell the it will tell the drones where to strike. So that way, when it strikes it strategically in a strategic place in order to collapse the people. As you've seen what they did in Gaza, it chip by chip by chip that they're chipping away, and Gaza looks like a freaking wasteland completely. All those places that had buildings, it's nothing but rubble, right? And that's what that hop seer, or that's what this Palantir is going to do. It's going to choose where ice is going to arrive and where the drone is going to strike, right? Well, you got a little more.
Yeah. Verse 7, Psalm 73 to like in verse 12, it says, "Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world,
right.
They increase in riches."
Yeah, see, that's the yeah. With a weeping howl, you rich men,
Yeah.
right? For you're going to be in trouble, because all you're doing is just piling up, and really you're getting the riches for the elect. You're really basically preparing it for the children of Israel, starting with the elect, starting with King David, starting with Yahushua, King David, the 12 and the 144,000, man, and the innumerable multitude, man. That's what all this is all about, truly, because really you're following the Most High's script, man, right? This is the Most High's movie, man. He's making you do. The Lord is the puppet master, man. He's making you do what he needs to be done, man. That's why even in the scriptures it says that that He put into their minds to do the will of the Lord, to eat your flesh with fire, man. Right? You know?
Go back to James. No, I'm done with this one.
Okay, this way. Right.
It's the book of Psalms 17. I'll start at 13, brother. Arise, O Lord.
Actually, you want to start a little bit higher because it goes into how He watches you. If you don't mind, brother.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'll tell you where to start first. Yeah, started at verse 8, brother, and then read down. That's good.
Come. Psalm 17, verse 8. Keep me as the apple of the eye.
Of thy eye.
Yeah.
Thy eye, the Most High's eye. Right? Because what? We're His prized possession, right? And the hour of temptation is when we're going to need to have protection, right? We're going to need the Lord to be watching us closely, right? Was it Shamar, right? Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Shamar. You know what I mean? You want them to watch over you, right? You want to send those angels encamp around them that fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. We're gonna need that. Well, that's what the brothers were speaking about. The elder brothers over there was talking about supernatural faith, man. You're gonna have to have a boldness, right? You know, you're gonna have to have bold faith in these last days, right? Because that's even what Yahushua said. It said that Yahushua came speaking not as the Pharisees, but as one having power, man. Authority, yeah. You know what I mean? And that's what that's where your faith has got to be in, as one having authority, right? Because your faith got to be like, like one having authority. I mean, I don't know how to say it, but because that's where it has to be, man. Because what? It's having that royal mentality, right? The elders always speak about that, man. And the more and more you grow in this thing, the more and more you see that the importance of having a royal mentality.
Yeah, because sometimes some will take it as pride, but it's not pride; it's boldness. It says if you're gonna boast in something, boast that you know me. That you know me. Yeah.
Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Yeah. Go ahead.
Psalm 17, verse 8 again. Keep me as the apple of the eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing.
Go ahead, yeah.
Chariots.
Yeah.
Angels,
yeah, the chariots.
Yep.
Yeah, because going back into the same thing in what was in Egypt, right? He hid us under the chariots, under His wings, right? In the secret place of the Most High. Hide thyself in the secret place of the Most High. Said, hide thy in me. Oh, can you get that? That's Psalm 91. Hide me in thy wings. That's Psalm 91.
Everybody will get it.
Yeah, cause that's basically that's remind me of that, right? Because that's man, that goes with that, right? Yeah, just remind that just hit me, you know. That's how, but that's how the Lord works. As the Spirit goes on, it goes from the Spirit hit you. Oh, you know what? That's gonna go.
Yeah,
Boom, boom,
Psalm
boom.
34:7
So,
too.
yeah, yes. I'll go get
You want me to
that.
get that
Yeah,
one?
yeah, come.
They get that one, I get that.
Yeah, just, you know. And see, and that's why, like, even the brothers, it's not about, like you said, it's not about pride. It's about just having that faith, that boldness, that we know that the Lord ain't gonna leave us nor forsake us, right? And then if He put us as the ruling class or the ruling, because we're the ruling nation, right? If we put us as a nation, so the Lord picked 18 nations, but He put us as the ruling nation. You gotta have that type of confidence, man.
Yeah, created 18 but chose one.
But He only chose one. Yeah, you gotta have that confidence. You know?
Let me get it.
Go ahead.
Psalm 34:7 it says, "The angel of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yoshai, encampeth round about them that fear Him, and delivereth them."
And that's the chariots, man. And the angels, they come here spiritually and sometimes even physically, right? Right? You have angels pass by. That's why the scriptures talk about you. Be careful that you may have entertained angels unaware, man. You know, the Lord is constantly testing. The Lord said, "I am the one that trieth the hearts, man." So the Lord's constantly, every day is a trial, is a test to see where your mind is at, see where you at. Where's your faith? Shall I find faith when I come back on the earth, man?
I want to grab a precept out of that same verse as well. Psalms 91, I want to grab 14 and then I'll jump back to 1. It says, "Because He hath set His love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because He hath known my name." So that's that faith, you know what I mean? Keeping that faith and boasting in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh God.
Come.
Back in verse 1 of 91 again, and it reads, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow
Right.
of the Almighty."
Yeah, and the shadow meaning being the chariots. I think you can keep going on that too.
Yeah, the whole chapter.
Yeah, you can keep going on that a little bit more.
Verse 2, "I will say of Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, He is my refuge and my fortress,
Right. So,
my power, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler."
right, yeah. Going into the missiles, man. Right? Because the ultimate, the ultimate trap, it will be the MOTB. Because a fowler is a trap. The ultimate trap right now is going to be the MOTB. But it's going to go into the missiles too. But the ultimate trap is the missiles right now. I mean the MOTB, because
Gotta come
that,
first.
yeah, got to come first. But that's the main thing that they're trying to trap you with. They're going to push your back against the wall, and that's a snare unto you. It's a trap, right?
Yeah, Fowler one that lays traps. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what he's doing, right? Go ahead.
"And from the noisome pestilence."
Then there's the missiles. Right. Yeah.
So even there it came first.
Yeah.
The fowler laying the trap.
Yeah. And then the missiles.
the
Yeah.
missiles.
Right. Okay, that's good, man. But
So Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 3. "The eyes of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, are in every place, beholding the good, beholding the evil and the good."
right, yeah. See, and that's the Lord watching over us through the angels, and that's the eyes of the Lord are the angels, right? And they're constantly, when it says Jacob's ladder, it's not an actual ladder, but it was like a vision just to show you that the Lord is always at work. The angels go up to ascend into heaven, and then they come back and descend right after they made their report, and then even after they get orders, Yahweh Shai would say, "Hey, I need you to do this, do that, do that," and then they, based off whatever is going on, It's that's why the Lord said you can look at the ants to know how to conduct yourself, because the ants are always working. They're always at work. They're always moving, right? And they have that structure. You have that one female ant, which is like what they call a queen, and that's their ant kingdom. But under an ant kingdom, you have soldiers going out, and they're always reporting. They're going back, and they also leave they leave like a scent, and that's kind of like equivalent to the scriptures. The Lord's leaving like a scent, a trail to come back. Says the Lord talks about coming back to the old way, right? So we have to follow. What the Apostle Paul said, "Be a follower of me, as I'm a follower of Hamashiach." You have to follow that same thing, and going in and out, right? Constantly, right? So that way you be blessed, right? Because it says, blessed should you be in the city, and blessed should you be in the field, and not coming out and not going in, right? But you can be cursed too if you're not following the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh B'Shem Shai. You're for sure going to be cursed, even though we're still going through the curses. You know, like the thing like said, like the brother, somebody, you wake up and you're hurting. You still gotta go to work, and you're still oppressed, but it's a blessing to have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Yeah. You know what I mean? That was you?
Yeah.
Keep on.
Okay. Psalms 17 and verse 9. From the wicked.
No, start at 8 again.
Go ahead again.
Yeah, then read it. Yeah.
Psalms 17 verse 8. Keep me as the apple of the eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Going back into the chariots. Yep. Go ahead.
Verse 9. The wicked.
From the wicked.
From the wicked.
Yeah, Esau. You gotta protect us from the wicked, from Esau, right? Because that's what time he's coming in. He's gonna come down with great wrath, and only have but a short time, right? The hour of temptation, Jacob's trouble, right? Go ahead.
From the wicked that oppress me. From the deadly enemies who compass me about.
Yeah, that's what that is. That hey, coming down with great wrath, and only but time, being what? The fowler, right? Laying down traps.
Yeah.
Right? He's what? He's deadly. He's what?
From the wicked, from the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies.
Ooh, from my deadly enemies.
They bring death.
They bring death. That's them. What?
Who compass me about.
Right, and that's what they're doing. Right, all around. That's what they're doing with this with the what's it called?
Palantir.
The Palantir. Yeah, and they're the ICE. Right, they're giving the ICE the most money. They're giving ICE more than any military on the planet. The funding. No military on the planet has more funding than ICE. So it tells you something they're gonna do. They're gonna be destroyers. They're gonna come to kill you. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Funding and lack of training.
Right. Well, they got no.
They
didn't lack of training because they got the training that most of them got trained from the Israelis.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of them. They know what they finna do, and those Israelis are our enemies, right? Even that lady said our number one enemy are the so-called young blacks in America, which we don't have nothing to do with what's going over there. We don't got nothing to do with Iran shooting all the missiles on you or Hamas shooting. That ain't got nothing to do with us. But we're your worst enemy. Why? Because the truth is coming out, man. Right? We're tearing down your stronghold. So yeah. And he's like, oh shit, yeah, you're a problem. You're a nuisance.
Yeah, the Lord said, I will, with the spirit of my mouth,
yeah, and the brightness of my coming, yeah.
Ultimately, yeah.
Destroy them with the spirit of my mouth and the brightness of the coming.
That's the middle of the Lord.
Yeah.
First, and
then Yahweh Shai is going. That's the chariot. Yeah, the chariot's gonna come in. He's gonna come in with that yell, that war cry, like a travailing woman, right? He's coming with the war cry, bro. And you know what that's all about. Yeah. The Lord he's just like his father. If Yahweh's a man of war, how much more his son, Yahweh Shai, who's going to come and not meet you as a man? Oh, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. But
I said we're talking about the same death angel that passed over Egypt.
Right.
Psalm 17 and verse 10. They are enclosed in their own fat.
Right. Yeah.
The resources.
The resources. And their pride.
Their blessing.
Yeah, their pride, fatness of the earth. Yeah, all the richest, the fatness of the earth, and that's what they're going to go do right now. Now the Lord is setting it up for them to get that last bit of riches, and really it's just for us though. They're rushing to go out and get it, but they don't really know that they're really going to go get it for the elect. You know what I'm saying? They're going to do the job to bring in the treasures for the elect.
Yeah. Brother, yeah. So light a couple for that brother.
Yeah, that would keep it
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah. Was you still reading?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep on.
No.
Yeah, keep reading.
Keep reading. But
What was that?
you're
Yeah,
10.
Yeah, 10. Psalm 17. You want me to start at the top again?
Start at 10.
They are enclosed in their own fat.
Mm-hmm.
With their mouth, they speak proudly.
Yeah, because they got the military, like you said, the Palantir, they got the military, they got all these different weapons, right? And they said that was old weapons, you know, the weapon that sends out goddamn waves, sound forces, and they say it killed 100 people. They went there with 4 men and just dropped people with these sound guns or these sound weapons. And they said that's old technology. So, you know, hey, you're gonna talk proudly. You know what I'm saying? That's what Trump did. Hey,
Yeah.
we're gonna get Greenland whether you want it or not.
Right.
When you got weapons like that, you could talk like it's like people like, man, we ain't never heard a president talk like that. Well, you know, they got but a short time. They don't got time to play games with you.
So they're more stout than their fellows.
Yeah.
So.
And not to mention they don't got time to play games because their time is short. I don't got time to play with you. Decide, okay, well I'm gonna get Greenland or I'm not get Greenland. I'm just coming. I'm just coming and get it. And then supposedly they already had a contract signed with Greenland that the U.S. can build to expand their base because they already have bases. So they already had a contract that they can expand their base however they want to expand it. So why he talked like that in the first place? That's just to show. That's just it was a psyop. I believe. That's me speaking as a man. I believe they knew that this type of stuff was going to happen, and them raising up like that. It's just to kind of get things going to show you what type of things that you're dealing with.
Well, it shows who he is. It says
Right.
there shall reign over the kings of the earth.
Right. So you
talking
right,
about
right.
you know that war.
Right,
That
exactly.
right upon the beast, which
Beautiful.
is the EU,
NATO, all the other nations, because you ain't heard a peep from any of these
No, they
nations.
don't say nothing.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Well, they're talking a little bit, but they ain't doing shit.
Yeah, they ain't getting do nothing. You
I
know.
think the French sent like 13 soldiers over there. They did make a small noise in a couple of the because those are the ones he's threatening tariffs with. But they sent like 12 people.
Well, they know you ain't ready for no war with 12
No,
people.
they say America
So you
has
just
125 alone just already over there as far as their military.
right.
You know what I mean?
But what did Trump say? So I'm not going to use military. But you know, these motherfuckers are liars. You know.
Yeah, he's lying. Yeah, they already got. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He already got the military force there.
Look what he did with Iran. They were
Right.
negotiating with Iran when they dropped
Yep.
the bombs on their
Yep.
facilities.
Yeah.
The war
And
was
then-
in his heart.
But war, yeah,
War
they're
was-
talking people. War was in his heart because that's just how he doing. And it talks about that, about how the 2 horns like a lamb, and now they speaking like a dragon, tricking the draconian laws, right? And that's what they're doing right now. Why not? I mean, at this point, the charades is over. You might as well just come out and start talking because you just passed the thing, so that ICE don't need warrants. They can just come anywhere.
Take the mask off, huh?
Yes, take the mask, just come out and just do it. Because that's, like I said, you know, speaking for myself, but I'm pretty sure the other brothers feel like that. We need you to come on and come, because that's salvation. It says to save us from the hands of our enemy. Because without that happening, there's no salvation. So as long as you do whatever you're doing, the charades and all this other madness, we're this day in our captivity, man.
Oh yeah.
And now we got to come out and still prophesy, which we good with teaching, but we'd rather be at home. We'd rather be in the chariots. We'd rather be praising Yahweh Shem Shai, drinking that yayan with Yahweh Shai afresh, man. Right? So he can finally get that, man. You know how that good that yayan gonna taste in Yahweh Shai? He said, I will not drink any more wine until I do it with you in the kingdom. Man, bro, you can't get a, bro.
That's gonna be a good time right there.
Man, you can't get a better feeling of everybody just putting up their glasses and Barakatah Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and the Lord does his prayer or whatever he does, because most likely he'll do a prayer and then he tells us to drink. Oh, bro, it's gonna be
Cloud 9.
man, bro, it's gonna be something different, bro.
Yeah.
Man, because pretty much that's what he did during the time with what they called disciples, which became the apostles.
Right.
He did a prayer, and he said, "Hey, this is my body, this is my blood," and he said, "Hey, eat this bread, it's my body, and drink this." And now when you, bro, that's gonna be, it's gonna blow your mind, bro.
She's gonna be in tears.
Man, bro, like, that's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be the best. Oh, man, you talking about a heart beating, you know? Because you know how, like, when it talks, when you get ready to, do your thing, but to lay down the royal scepter to your woman, your heart starts beating faster. It's love. It's said this is that woman, Sophia, man. Your heart starts beating faster because of Sophia, man. You're excited, right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Puts you in a different place, man. Go ahead.
God. It's Psalm 17, verse 11. They have now compassed us in our steps.
Right, yeah. Yeah, with this military, they could pass with us, and not to mention the what is it, the education, the miseducation, should I say, and then even the job market, right? All these people that they're firing, they compass us and putting you in a position where you're gonna have to lean on the government. You're gonna have to lean upon Egypt, man. Though the rod, the scepter is broken, right? A broken reed, man. You're gonna have to lean on that, right?
They have set their eyes, bowing down to the earth.
Right. They're watching.
Looking down on you. Yeah, looking down. Yeah. Well, that's that Palantir.
Yeah.
They're going into that surveillance, man. Mm-hmm. Right? That technocracy, man. Straight surveillance, they're God. They're the gods on the earth as far as their technology.
Yeah.
Right? The prince of the air.
Mm-hmm. Like as a lion that is greedy.
Oh, yeah, come on. There you go. Right. Yo, he goes about like a roaring lion, seeking who may devour. Hey, can you get that? The roaring lion seeking who may devour.
The scripture says they have more than a heart to wish.
Right, come. Yeah, that's what it is, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
Down to the base. Remember?
Okay, I'm going to start back at verse 12 again. Like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion, like he said, we're lurking in secret places.
And that's what the what's it called?
The
ICE, but what you call them too? The what do they call it? The National Guards. Yeah, the ICE and the National Guards. That's what they're doing. They're laying in secret places, and they talking about they have other so-called malicious people, military people that's in hiding. They got them sleeper cells, right?
Yeah. If I may, can I read the same thing in the NLT?
Yeah, go ahead. 11
and 12. It says Psalm 17:11, and then verse 12 in the NLT. It says, "They track me down and surround me,
Oh yeah,
watching for the chance to throw me down to the ground, or to throw me to the ground."
Well, yeah, that's ICE.
Yeah.
They're going to be using Palantir to show up, man.
Yeah.
Then there ain't going to be nowhere. It says there's nowhere for you to hide, right? With all the surveillance, the cameras, there's nowhere for you to hide.
Because they are like hungry lions, eager to tear me apart, like young lions hiding in ambush.
Yeah, ready to pounce on you. Well, that's what they were doing. The ICE. They said they were waiting for the people to go to church. Some people going to school. Some people were at work. They were waiting for them to come home. They were waiting and lurking, waiting for you to come. Yep. Some of them were even going to court because they were upholding the thing what they told them to do. Oh, this is your court date. This is for you to do this, so you could apply for your green card or your visa or whatever it is, and show up to court this day. They were waiting. Oh, yep, you're at court. Let me
Get you.
grab you, pounce on you. Right? That's crazy. Go ahead.
That's it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Psalm 17, verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him,
Woo!
cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked.
Right, and that's what we need, man. Ultimately, for the Lord to disappoint him in the time of Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation. The Lord said, if you keep these words and keep my sayings, I will protect you, or I'll uphold you in the hour of temptation. Right? Yeah.
You want that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Which is thy sword.
Which is thy sword, right? Which he's the whooping stick on the left hand side of the Lord, man. When you Jakes ain't getting it right, he's gonna send the bases of men to jack you up, man. Show you that because this dude is far from righteous, and as you see that. So how the most wicked person in the world gets to have this moral stance and beat you in the head when he's never been moral, but that's because the Lord allowed him to do that to you, man.
Yeah.
Right?
He's the Lord's whooping stick.
He's the Lord's whooping stick, and that's to show you a lesson, man. These people that's beneath you get to be over you. What it says, what's called was it Ezra? He said they have become these heathens that have been ever reputed as nothing, became lords over us, man.
Become lords over us.
Yeah, that's these people, man. They're lords over you now, beating you in the head, having a moral stance, knowing they got the Epstein's files, and that's the tip of the iceberg. They got way more worse stuff than that they ain't telling you. You know what I mean? When you hear about little young women in a hotel freezer in Chicago and all her organs is missing, you know these dudes do some wicked stuff, man. That ain't no accident. What regular Jake know how to remove organs?
None that I know of.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Perfectly surgically removed all her organs, and just what would they say? Just an hour ago or 15 minutes ago, or whatever it was, she was doing a TikTok dance. So she was perfectly alive. All of a sudden, she show up with no organs, man.
I got a preset.
And I got one too. That's not what you were saying, but you got it first.
This is Romans 13, starting at 3. It says, for rulers are not a terror to good works, but to evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. For he, speaking of Esau, is the minister of the Most High to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid. For he beareth not the sword in vain.
Right.
For he is the minister of the Most High, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil.
Right. Yeah. He does good. Not that he's good, but it keeps you in line. You know, they pass their laws. They punish you according to this law, but it's not really necessary according to the law of the Most High. But it does kind of keep you in line. You know what I mean? There's certain things Jake don't do when they think about, Edomites coming, the so-called white man with the shiny little badge that goes back to slave catchers. When they show up, Jake all of a sudden straightens up. So it's kind of a way to keep you in line, because you Jakes will really be wild, because you think of what you do now against each other. If it wasn't for Esau having his laws and basically investigating murders and doing this and that, you Jakes will be completely unhinged.
Yeah, hey, that scripture was written to Jake first, going to the bloody city.
Right.
You know what I mean? Jake got to control it.
But
I got this one here. It's Habakkuk. I actually got two, if I may.
Go ahead.
Habakkuk 1 and verse 12. And it says, O Lord, and this is speaking about, in this time, okay, the new Babylonians, okay, Babylon the Great.
yes, spiritual Babylon. Yes.
Yep, it says, O Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, my power, my Holy One. And I'm reading it in the NLT. It says, you who are eternal, surely you do not plan to wipe us out.
Ooh.
O Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, our rock. Listen, you have sent these Babylonians to correct us, to punish us for our many sins.
Right, yeah. And that's ultimately what the Lord is doing. He's sending them to punish you for your many sins, man.
Yeah.
Because, hey, listen, the Lord said they should not know it, but death by pain. You're not gonna know it until you're in the spiritual world, standing before the Most High. And oh Lord, did I do that? Yeah. You sound like Steve Urkel.
Yeah.
Did I do that? What was it? Yeah, man. You. But it's too late now. The I wish it would I woulda coulda shoulda.
Yeah.
All that's gonna be pretty much like the brother was talking about the weeping and gnashing of teeth. It's really like, oh dang, I should have. Nah, it's gonna be too late. Right.
I got another one. You got one?
Well, I'm holding that the first Peter he asked for.
Oh, okay. I got one more.
We got one more.
Psalms 125 verse 3. It says, "For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous,
Right.
lest the righteous put forth their
his
hands
to
unto
do
iniquity."
Right.
No, I mean, if you're gonna do the wickedness, hey, the Lord gonna punish you, man. But if you're doing things that are right, you know, again, this time we're in the flesh, we're gonna do it to the best of our ability, and you're gonna be good, man. You know, you're gonna mess up, but you gotta repent, man.
The thing about Jake is Jake is surprised that they get the lash and they get
the rod.
They get the rod. What did I do?
Yeah.
No, man. If you did wickedness, you're gonna get wickedness.
If you do dirt, you're gonna get
dirt. Right? Yeah.
You got one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Galatians 6 and verse
Oh,
7.
yeah. There it is.
Be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked. For whatsoever man soweth, that shall he also reap.
Oh, beautiful.
So this is basically, you know, brother said it already. You know, so if you do dirt, you know, you're gonna get dirt. Right?
Okay.
But you still want that Psalms, brother? I'm still on that too.
No, this brother got
Oh,
you.
so lucky.
Yeah, this is 1 Peter 5 and starting at 6. It says, "Humble yourselves therefore under the mighty hand of the Most High, that he may exalt you in due time, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you."
He cares for you. Yeah. We gotta. That's that part of that faith. Being bold in the faith, casting all your cares upon the Lord, man. Right. Go ahead.
It says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil,
Oh God. Yeah.
as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour."
Right. God. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, because the brother read about how they're like young lions, and then young lions coming out to get you, and that's what they're doing. They're seeking who they may devour. Right. And at this point, it's gonna rise. It's gonna escalate. You know, this whole little thing. I don't know the lady's name. I forgot her name, but the lady got so-called, which could be a psyop or not, whatever it is. You know, nonetheless, they can use those things to escalate to push forth. Was it called the Insurrection Act, right? So whether real or fake, you're in dangerous times.
It's all a buildup.
It's all the buildup. You're in dangerous times. Go ahead.
You still want that Revelation 3:10?
Yeah,
Hour
come
of temptation?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience,
Come.
I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation."
Yeah, because that's what we're hoping for, man. That's our hope, that the Lord keeps us from the hour of temptation. Right. We're storing up treasures in heaven, man. Hoping that spiritual piggy bank is gonna suffice us in the time that we're gonna need, in the time that you're gonna have to be pilgrims upon the earth. Right? That's gonna be the ultimate faith. Right?
It says, "For shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth."
Yeah. To try them, right? That all that
Test
come upon earth to test you. Yeah.
Yeah, and many gonna fail that test, man. You know, they're not gonna pass that test at that time. You know, they're gonna try to rely on this devil.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
Hey man, the devil ain't gonna help you.
Yeah,
You're going to go down to Egypt for help, for the very one that persecute. That's Jake's
can you get that? The one who said lean upon them.
And
broken free.
broken, yeah.
Yeah, get that.
This Psalms 17 verse 14.
And then go back
From
to
men,
Yeah.
from men which are thy hand,
So, go ahead.
from men.
Yes.
Hold on. Psalms 17 verse 14. From men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life.
Right, yeah, that's Esau. He got the fatness, like we were talking about, the fatness of the earth. He's already winning, but because he's winning, he got all these things. Come on, and he's you know, hey, he's boasting, right? You might as well, right? You might. Hey, this is your last hoorah, so you might as well. You might as well
rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
Yeah, you might as well. Come on.
Which have their portion in this life, and whose belly thou fillest with thy treasure.
Hidden treasure, what? Right?
Well,
Who belly, they're filling with what? With hidden treasure.
Well, that hidden treasure, which the treasure really is, it's the Israelites.
That's right. Yeah, but they're going around the world. They're going around the world, stealing the treasures. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, it is the Israelites. Yeah, because it says that I have taken my silver and my gold and put it into your temples.
Yeah,
right.
Plus we're hidden in plain sight.
Right.
We're hidden in plain sight, bro.
Right. Well, that's what it is. I took my silver and my gold, the children of Israel, the children of Judah, and sold them to the Grecians. Right. Yeah.
They are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes.
Right, and that's to keep us in captivity for one thing, and then that's what they plan on to try to keep this world within their hand and keep carrying it down to their children. But what they don't know is they're taking up hidden substance, gold, to ultimately prepare it for the elect, man. That's all prepared for the elect's sake, man. At the end, man. You know, they're gonna keep it nice and comfy and safe from all the missiles and from the destruction and all these different things. But their gold and their silver, which is, you know, basically their world, their age, because that's what Trump is calling this, the golden age. Their gold and their silver is cankered. Right? Their age, their rulership is crumbling. Right? Going back into that, you got one?
I got what you asked for.
What?
And this is, you know, hey, Slocky, but when you see Jake now, Jake trusting in America. You see a lot of so-called blacks, Latinos, they tout American power. They tout American might. They sell it. And it just shows again that, you know, they're the same people that from way back. So I'm going to start at 4, if I may. Isaiah 36. And it says, and Rabshushka said unto them, say ye now to Hezekiah, thus saith the great king, the king of Assyria, what confidence is this wherein thou trustest? That's, you know, hey, again, Jake, trust in this place, man. It says, I say.
Yeah, because this is also America's also known as Assyria. So you're trusting in Assyria, but then it's going to go into Egypt. So, but America's also Egypt.
Right. Yeah. So, say thou, but they are but vain words. I have counsel and strength for war. Now on whom doest thou trust that thou rebellest against me? Oh, and that's Jake still, man, you know, in rebellion constantly against Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Which means they got to get that punishment. Right? Don't act surprised.
Yeah.
Don't
right.
be, you know what I'm saying?
Why you hit me?
Where does this come from?
Man, it says.
I think it says that in what you call them. Is that in? Is it Malachi? He says, tell them, and they'll say why did I? Let me see if I can find it. I think it's. You think you can find it? It's Malachi 3. So, because it goes. I think it's in 3. I think it's Malachi 3 when it talks about how they say, what have I done? I think it's Malachi 3.
I'll finish this while you're looking for it. It says, lo, thou trusteth in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust him.
Right.
Man, we get verse 7 too. Okay. It says, but if thou say unto me, we trust in Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, our power. Is it not he whose high places and whose altars Hezekiah hath taken away, and said to Judah and to Jerusalem, ye shall worship before this altar? So hey, you know, they removed Yahweh, and now man, hey, now you have this Christianity, this Islam, all kind of other stuff. It's the same thing, man. Judah removed, hey, we no longer lean on our rock. You know what I mean? We lean on what is that, broken cisterns that can hold no water. You know?
Yeah, they say they had committed to evil.
Right. Yeah, they've forsaken their power. You know what I mean? And now we trust in Egypt. We trust in cheesy rice. We trust in Allah and Buddha.
Right, as a
you
people.
know? As a people. Yeah, we know, man.
Yeah, we know.
We know. I'm just, you know.
Yeah, cause
As that whole nation, you know what I mean? We, you know, this people. You know, those who have not been elected to be selected to turn, you know, and turn back to our true power.
And that broken reed going into what, man? At this time,
Yeah.
they're gonna pierce you.
Again,
They're gonna
right.
pierce you with that device
Yeah.
to
Oh,
put
man.
that device
Man.
under the skin.
Man. And that's what you people are going to trust in.
Cut.
You want to
Yeah.
eat.
Yeah.
You want to do everything that
Yeah.
this pathetic, demonic life permits. Then yeah, let Egypt pierce you once again.
Yeah, then many are gonna do it.
In the hand.
Yeah. You know, hey,
The forehead or
the brothers are speaking on it. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it out. Revelation 13, verse 16. He calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor. Right? It don't matter if you're poor. It don't matter if you're rich. Right? He calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. You know, so basically, you know, Esau, Edom, you know, he wants to have, you know, full control, you know, over everybody in so-called America, Babylon the Great.
Well, the world, Doc.
Yeah, it was, yeah, come.
This was the Lord said I should try the world, right? So this is going to be a worldwide event.
right.
It's not just going to be in Babylon the Great, but this is where the bulk of the Israelites are going to be saved. This is where the high, you know, everybody go through a test, but the test level here, the stress level is going to be on, you know, in the world they say on 10, you know, like maximum overload?
Yeah,
It's going to be
overdrive.
Overdrive, yeah, that over here is going to be on maximum overdrive. You know what I mean? This in Babylon the Great, it's going to be different. You know what I mean? Completely different. You know?
Yeah.
It's going, what they say, the world, they say it hit different.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
going to hit different over here. It's going to be different. You know, because the bulk of the Israelites are here, and you know, the people who've done the most atrocities too, you know, out of Israel.
Right.
You know, you're not here by accident in the places in the land of your captivity. You're not. None of us are here by accident. Especially if we've done those. You know, because Apostle Gabar always speaks about that. You know, your past sins. We got a lot to pay for, bro.
Oh yeah.
So we're not here in America, Babylon the Great, on accident. It's because we most likely committed the worst atrocities out of the Israelites, you know. But then also some of us are here because we're the prophets. We're meant to be here so that we could prophesy against great kingdoms and nations of war and evil and of pestilence, man.
Right.
That's what we're here for, because the prophets has to be to dedicate. They have to declare that, herald that. They have to herald and declare the end from the beginning, right? So to speak, because that's what the Lord did. He put forth the prophets. It says the prophets were here from the beginning of the world. Right? So they're gonna be here now at the end of the world, at the end of Esau's age, man.
So they were in the cool of the day. So
Right.
They were even there when, you know, Adam and Eve, you know.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah, because it talks about that. It talks about how he said he heard the voice walking to him, but voices don't walk.
right.
Right? So what was it? It was the prophet coming speaking to him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
it ain't an accident that the prophets are here now prophesying the downfall of America, right? This Assyria, this Egypt, this the daughter of Babylon. It ain't an accident that we're here telling you about your wickedness, the wickedness of the heathen and the wickedness of you 2/3. But you hate them that rebuke up at the gate, man.
Right. I got one.
Right.
Brother, just because you said that. Ecclesiastes, Sirach, chapter 36, verse 15. It says, "Give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning, and raise up prophets that have been in thy name. Reward them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be found faithful." See, so the prophets are in their lot, man. The spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. So you got the prophets coming back again to herald in, the kingdom, to herald in the destruction of so-called America, Babylon the Great, and and the destruction of the wicked, man, the downfall of their wicked rulership. You see, and then salvation of the elect, ultimately all Israel. But on this side, it's that remnant number.
Yeah, and that's ultimately what it's all about, man. Showing you that the Lord says that it's a few a number that it takes to overthrow, right? To overthrow a government. You know what I mean? I think the was it Judas Maccabeus said it's nothing for the Lord to overthrow a numer with few. Believe that in the Maccabee, Judas Maccabee in the Apocrypha. He says nothing for the Lord to overthrow many with few. So when you think of the 144,000, that's few.
Yeah.
Over 8 billion people.
The book of Judges, when he said there's too many. He said because they're going to go and do that with too many, they're going to think they.
Oh yeah, make them.
Yeah.
See if they lap. Yeah.
So he took only a certain number,
right?
And they were able to do it with that small number, man. And so the Lord's always, he's for the underdogs, man, which that's the Israelites.
Right. Because then it takes away that ability to boast. The Lord said that flesh shall not boast itself, right? So the Lord's not going to allow flesh to be able to boast itself to say it done this or done that. Matter of fact, it tells you that in the scriptures, unless they say that their idol has brought them here. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's ultimately what you Jakes will do, man. You say, I told you that Egyptology was the truth. Well, we went on the other side, and it's really Yahweh Shai that brought us out. But you're telling us about the book of the dead brought us out. These Jakes, they go right back into that. Brother Polite with a fucking painted thing over his eye, shooting up Bibles, and then being a hypocrite. And falling into the snares of this world, right? As far as what being with someone younger than you, when that's according to the scriptures, that's not right. You know what I mean? Which you did something wrong anyway. According to the scriptures, you broke the law. You're not supposed to be with a woman and her daughter. That's in this Leviticus. See, that's one thing you didn't pay attention to. You just heard the apostle say you could get a young woman, and he thought that meant, hey, I can get the young woman of the woman I'm with. No, in the scriptures it tells you the law. The law, you can't be with a woman and her daughter, man.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark or the number, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Right? So you're not going to be able to buy or sell without that mark, right? Verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that had understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, 666.
High sticking.
God.
Yeah.
And that,
yeah, good.
what's that?
Oh yeah, you got the
Yeah, the other one. Revelation 14 in verse 10. Yeah,
9.
9. Okay, so okay.
Yeah.
And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship
Yeah.
the beast
So speaking.
and his image and receive his mark in
And
his
I think
forehead or
they were saying,
in his
what
hand,
what
right?
have I done?
The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out with mixture,
Without mixture.
without mixture, Shalakia, and to the cup of his indignation. He shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb.
Right, right. So basically, if you take that thing, you fail the test, man.
Yeah.
You're going to take part in that destruction.
That's right.
You know, when you go into that kaisai stigma, the stigma going into what? Them putting it under the skin, man. Cutting into the flesh.
Yeah.
Cut, see? You know, because to pierce, just going back to how the brother brought out the scripture, we're pierced through, okay, with that broken reed, man. And that's what they're waiting to do. They want control of the people. You know, that's their agenda. That's that wicked device that they want to, institute, man.
Right. Good, yeah, because they have to do that to get that full control and to show that that's the ways of the wicked, right? Of the rich and the wicked.
Right, right.
Go ahead, go back to that.
James?
Yeah.
Okay. This is James 5, and I'm going to start at 1 again. It says, look here, you rich people, and I'm reading it in NLT. It says, weep and groan with anguish because of all the terrible troubles ahead of you. It says, your wealth is rotting away, and your fine clothes are moth-eaten rags.
Right.
Keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
It says, your gold and silver have become worthless.
Right, and that's the part I was talking about, because this is your golden age. It's become worthless, right? This is your time, your rulership, your rulership, right? I think you read that about them being upon their beds.
No, he's just
Oh, okay,
older.
okay.
You want it now?
Yeah, good.
Better, brother. The Micah 2. Let me get it.
This is Micah 2 and 1.
You got it.
Yeah, my finger's tired. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
Yeah, good. And that's what it is. That's rulership, because they're at rest, right? Because that's what the Lord speaks about. When it talks about bringing us into the kingdom, He's constantly speaking about us having rest. Like even the brothers brought that out about singing upon your bed. That's being in our rulership at rest. When you don't gotta look over your shoulder, wondering who gonna take your life. When you know what I mean. When you can wake up and not worry about, oh my God, I got this bill to pay. I got this got to do. I gotta do that. I better hurry up. Oh my God. Oh, I think I'm getting sick. Oh shoot, I think I might be coming down with something. Or you don't got the goddamn devil pushing an agenda to push forth the Karagma, man. Right?
Yep.
He putting forth military in all your cities, ready to come down upon you with great wrath, knowing that you have a time. If we could be on our beds, singing upon our beds, hey man, we ain't worried about no thing like that, man. But because they're in their rulership, they have the power, man, to do it, which I think it goes into that.
Right, I got that real quick, bro.
Go ahead.
Just to bring that out. Psalm 149, verse 4, to let you know that salvation and being upon your bed and rest and singing goes along with being delivered from the destruction.
And being the rulership,
Yeah,
your
rulership.
rulership,
Right.
you're ruling the world because you're at rest. Because the so-called police, FBI, the militaries, and that ain't just the military or the FBI or the police in America. That's the military, FBI, police in the world defends the Rothschilds, man. They can go anywhere, right? The police anywhere defends them. What is that thing when it's called? They have diplomatic immunity, right? Right? But really, their immunity is go past a diplomat. A diplomat might can get arrested, right? They can absolutely do whatever they want to do. When someone get busted over in America doing pedo rings and it flies on a thing back to Tel Aviv, right? Right? Pink City, and then nothing happens to them. That's power, bro.
Oh yeah.
You can do what you know.
Yeah.
Hey, they flexing, bro. They showing you the muscle. Because you know one of the most powerful things. You know, we get scared. You be like, you know, you even heard Jake. You know who you dealing with? That's the F, the B, and the I. You don't want to mess with them. That's the R, the I to the S. You don't want to. Hey, they don't have to answer to any of them. Yeah, proving that you're slaves, you're peasants. You have to answer to all of them. And if you went anywhere else in the world, you have to answer to their military, their police, their statutes, all that stuff. You have to answer. But they can go anywhere in the world. They don't have to. They don't have to abide by that stuff. They own it. Yeah. What?
Psalm 149:4 says, "For the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai taketh pleasure in His people.
Right.
He will beautify the meek with salvation."
Right.
It says, "Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing upon their beds."
Yeah.
It, signifying that, like the brother said, finally gonna be in rulership, finally gonna be at rest, man. Everything gonna be good.
Right. And that's showing that's our rulership, but this going into showing their thing at rest upon their beds. That's talking about they're in their rulership, man.
Yep, they're showing the contrast.
The contrast, yeah. But
again, I'll start from the top. It says Micah 2:1, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds." So they're singing.
They're
that's
resting
in their bed, yeah.
Got their rulership.
Yeah. Plotting
their
on-
military, their power. Because one thing, what's going to be our military power? The angels, the chariots, the different aspects of the elements, being able to control the elements, man. We're going to be able to, but they got the ability to control the elements, so to speak. And then they got their the harp. You know, they can make it rain, and they can make fire come down from heaven. And we're not talking about the nukes. Hawaii just figured that out. They can make fire come down from heaven,
and also
in the sight of all men.
It was another place in the continental USA that they did it as well.
Yeah, called California.
Yeah, unless you had that blue roof.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You know? Hey, but what does the scripture say? He can't sleep unless he's done some kind of wickedness. You know what I mean? So it says, so he's devising evil and iniquity on his bed, and that's how he's able to go to finally, get him some rest at night. He can't go to sleep unless he's committed some type of, wicked imagination.
Right.
Plotting on the just. Get it proper.
Yeah, it's in Proverbs 4. Just looking for it. Proverbs 4 and verse 16. It says, "For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall."
Man, so woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. They can't go to sleep unless they've done it.
It says, it says, "For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence."
Right. It said when the morning is light, they practice it.
Right.
Because it is in the power of
light
their
going
hand.
into them being the light bearer, right? Going to the Isaiah 14 being Lucifer. I mean, if you want to get that, I don't know if you want to get Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14. Get the Isaiah 14 and 12. Yeah. Going into being Lucifer meaning the light bearer, and the time that it's light being, they have control over the earth, right? They know what's going on because it tells you, and what you call them, it says that the wicked are wiser or in this generation, wiser than the children of light in their generation, right? And that goes into them being wise. They know what's going on because they're in their rulership. They're controlling. That's what government means. Government means mind control. They're pushing forth all the things to control your mind, and they're in control of things. They're 10 steps ahead of everything that they're going to do, right? They spend hundreds of years planning these things. what was it? The dude Albert Pike planted the 3 world wars.
Okay.
When you're about to go into the third World War. This is their plan, but then they didn't know this is the Most High's plan too.
Yeah.
You're falling right into the Most High's a plan, which he didn't know that the Lord sent the what they call a demon, which is really an angel, a left-handed angel, and told them to say, do this, do that, and they like, oh, that's a great idea, brilliant idea. Yeah, let's do this, let's do that, and they're following it down to the T.
Pinky in the brain.
Right. You know what I mean? They're following it to a T, but right into the hands of the Lord, right? Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
Right.
Son of the morning, how art thou cast down to the ground?
Right. Because their rulership has been to be taken from them. Right? Son of the morning. Right? You're just talking about they're in their rulership, they're ruling. But their morning or their day is going to become night. And our night is going to become morning when Yahweh Shai get here. Yahweh Shai is our day star.
Yeah, the morning star, yeah.
He's our morning star, yeah. But
Which did weaken the nations.
yeah, they went around the world taking all what we was talking about, the minerals. Right? Heaping up treasures for the last days. But that's good.
Can I go back to James?
Yeah.
Okay. James 5:3 again says, your gold and silver have become worthless. The very wealth that you were counting on will eat away your flesh like fire.
Wait, did it go to the part where it says witness? Can you go into that witness in the blue letter? Should be a witness against you.
Yeah, I think it's lower though. You want me to keep reading?
Oh, keep reading to the part. Go to, and if you go into the witness, please.
Okay.
When you get there.
Yeah, well, it was written at that in King James. You want me to read it in King James?
Yeah, the part of witness part.
Okay, I'll read it in King James. James 5:3, it says, your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're going to that word witness?
Yeah, please, Mama Sean.
Man.
Or maybe just go to Revelation 20.
I was older, 6'9".
Yeah, get that. Yeah.
Yeah, can you get it, brother? It got blank on the blue.
Oh,
letter.
you think your blue letter went out?
Yeah.
It blew out?
It blew out. James 5:3. Yeah.
Blue letter blew out?
I don't know why it be doing that though.
Esau, man, the prince of the air. That's Satan, man. Satan's trying to.
He don't want
mess
me to
with
get the
you,
word
man.
out.
Yeah, he's trying
The
to
blank.
trying to mess with you, man.
James 5:3. Yeah, that word witness. I'll just read the whole scripture. James 5:3 again, it says, your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your food as they were fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should heap treasures for the last days.
Right.
You need to be a witness, right? Go ahead.
Yeah. Black too? Yeah.
Oh, you might have
It's
to do
Satan,
it.
brother.
Satan like a motherfucker. You might have to do it, huh? Or maybe I have to do it.
Oh, that's not letting me get it. His is blank, mine's blank.
Yeah, it's just
Mine's
straight
Michael
going
Blake.
That's
No.
crazy.
They don't want me to spirit you say it, man.
What was it, brother?
No, you can get James 5:3, bro. In the interlinear, get that word witness. It's not.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You got it?
There you go. I got it.
Okay, I was there.
Well-
Good.
Yours is up.
Yeah, mine was up.
All right, that word witness is G3142. And the definition, the outline of biblical usage is testimony.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, perfect.
yep.
Yeah, because that's ultimately what it is. It's a testimony.
It's a testimony. It says in the Strong's definition.
But if you go into that word, it should say it's basically like martyr. When you read the word, she goes, and you hit the thing.
Which one you want to hit?
Oh, when you hit that, it should be like martyr.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it goes into being a martyr. Yeah, because when you technically when you're a witness, you're doing your testimony, you're a martyr.
Martyrion.
Yeah, Martin. You're a martyr.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a witness, you're a martyr.
Yeah, go to that. Go to this.
You want this first? You go to Revelation 20? Yeah. Okay. You want it right
Yeah,
now?
yeah, basically,
Ooh,
yeah,
here-
it goes to the word martyr. Yeah,
Right.
go
When
ahead.
when you go into the root word, I, it gives I like biblical usage. It says, those who after his example have proved the strength and genuineness of their faith in the anointed. Listen,
Right.
by undergoing a violent death.
Right, yeah, that's what a martyr.
Yeah.
Right, and that's ultimately what that is. That's what we're headed to. That's ultimately to have to be a witness of Yahweh Bashem Shai. But that's what they're gonna do to everyone, because everyone is gonna be a witness against them. Can you get that one in the Job 20? It talks about the wicked.
All hands of the
Hands of the wicked be upon them, because that's what's happening. Because all the wicked are going to be a witness against them.
Is that it?
I think a little bit more, right? Or no?
I think I got everything. You want me to get
That's good. Though.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Give you the definition.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the martyr.
Violent death, you said.
Martyr or testimony, right? Because it goes into that word testimony. Go ahead, get that right there. It goes into the word testimony. And now you know what the word testimony means. Because testimony actually means martyr too. Right?
Revelation chapter 6, verse 9. And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of Yahweh.
Yeah, hey, see, there you go. Those who that were slain, being what? Becoming what? Martyrs. Right?
Yep.
For what?
That were slain for the word of Yahweh.
For the word of Yahweh. Right? Yeah, word of Yahweh Bashem Shai. Right?
And for the testimony which they held.
Yeah, and for the testimony that they had.
Yeah.
They held, right? Being a martyr. So we're coming into that time where we're going to be martyrs, because these people are heaping up these treasures around the world for the last days, right? In order to be what these gods upon earth that they call themselves God through this technocracy. But the Lord is going to destroy them, right?
Job 20:22. It reads, in the fullness of his sufficiency.
Remember where it says, all hands of the wicked.
Every hand of the wicked.
Is that it? Oh, okay, it's like. No.
I didn't get enough meat up for that, bro.
No. I was thinking something else. You got it. It's like it.
No, it's all good. It says Job 20:22, 21. Let's get a little bit more meat up there. There shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his goods.
Right.
In the
That's his prosperity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going into his fatness, right? Going into none of that. You ruling the world is going to be left. We're going to be, like you said. It's going to be like a what it says, like a smoke or like a dream. You wake up and you forgot. You're gonna be looking around. Where's the Edomite? What is an Edomite? It's gonna be so to a point. It's gonna be like a clueless thing. Like what is an Edomite? We have to teach your children what's an Edomite all over.
Pictures.
Yeah. We're
Show
gonna
movies.
Yeah. You're gonna have to show them things, man.
Hey, you know what, brother? Can brother start at 15?
Yeah, come on. You know.
15, brother.
I'm gonna jump to 7 and then I'll jump back down to 15.
Go ahead.
This is Job 20:7. Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung.
Right, and that's the time you're coming. They're gonna be, hey, what's an Edomite, man? You're gonna pass away forever, man.
They which have seen him shall say, where is he?
Yeah, and that's part of you. You're gonna be in trouble. You think all these things are gonna be good, which I think a lot of them know it anyway. Even in these movies, they show that these autonomous AIs actually turn on them too, right?
Yeah.
They even in these movies they show that the AI, because AI is so smart, it learns on its own, and then it realizes the common denominator. Basically, they say people are the common. Really, the common denominator is Esau. So even it's going to say, hey, you the main one that needs to be put out of the earth. Yeah. So things are not going to work according to the way you wanted it to, right? And it's going to kill a lot of Jake, through these AI and these different machines and robots and things like that. But hey, it's going to cause havoc upon you elite, except for the ones who really need to be in the bunkers and saved, so that you could be the first fruits of slavery, so you could birth back, so you could be the birth of a nation. You know what I'm saying? Right into slavery. You know what I mean?
You're saying that's why
we're gonna make a movie about that, right? Played in all the theaters. You know what I'm saying?
All these movies. So what happens? The machines always what?
Yeah,
turn against.
Yeah.
They all of his movies. The machines never just cooperate. They always turn against them. It says, verse 8: He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found.
Right. Come.
Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
Yeah, like a dream. Yeah, chased away like a dream. Yeah, you can be found.
Verse 9: The eye also which saw him shall see him no more.
Right.
Neither shall his place any more behold him.
Right.
Yeah.
America will be destroyed.
Destroyed,
So-called
yeah.
America will be gone now.
Verse 15, jumping down, Job 20 and
Yeah,
15. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again.
Right. Yeah. See, going back to it's going to come back to us. They're stacking up riches for the last days, and really it's for the elect. Ultimately, at the end of the day, you're really doing it for us, Lord willing. We're of that number.
Yeah.
Lord willing, we're part of that number, right? Because there's another one where it talks about how the Lord says, "I'm gonna put the jewelry on you, put the nose earrings, the jewelry, and things like that." If you want to get that, I don't know if you.
Yeah.
But yeah, because that's basically like the Lord decking us out. You know what I mean? And that's really because it said we should boast. We should boast in the riches of the Gentiles. That's ultimately what this happened. You're stacking up riches for the last days for our sake, man.
Said the Most High gonna gut punch him like your boy did his son in John Wick when he stole John Wick's car.
Right, yeah.
He gonna cough all of that up.
Yeah, he gonna cough it all
Gonna
up.
vomit all of them riches up, boy.
Right,
The ultimate punch to the gut.
Yeah.
It says, the Most High shall cast them out of his belly. It says, he shall suck the poison of asps, the viper's tongue shall slay him.
Right, yeah, his own lies. Because it talks about how his tongue shall fall upon himself. So your own lies are going to come upon yourself. I mean, because that's basically what you are. You're the viper. You know, you're
Serpent.
the serpent. It says it talks about the death adder. So all your lies and then your pride is actually gonna do you in, right? Because you can't hear sound reason. We're telling you these things, and then it's crazy that brothers, especially all the way to the elders to now, is telling you the things you're gonna do, and then you're doing it, right? Because you don't have a choice, right? You're playing the role in the movie that the Lord set up for you, but you think this is your out. You think this is your way out, but it's your way. It's your way out, all right. You're gonna get chased out of the world. You're gonna be like a dream. They get chased. It's done. You're finished. So, go ahead. You got
It says, he shall not see the rivers, the floods, the
Uh-huh.
brooks of honey and butter.
Right, yeah, the land of milk and honey, right? Being able to, because basically, it's talking about having the riches, slaves, things like that. Yeah, because the milk and honey goes into you having slaves. So you ain't gonna see all those things. You're not gonna have, the rulership over the world. Right now you do. You got the slaves. You got the milk and honey. You got the slaves. You ruling everything. But hey, that's eventually going to be taken from you.
Verse 18, that which he laboreth for shall he restore.
Yeah. See, you're laboring to keep the world, but you're going to restore it to Yahweh Shai. He's the true ruler of this world. And then King David, and then of course through Yahweh Shai being joint heirs with the elect. The children are going to come back. They're going to die a grievous death. They're going to know a death by pain, but they're going to come back in perfect sound in mind and ruling, man. Right? The earth was made for our sake, right? This time we're gonna possess it, right? We're gonna possess it. We're gonna be saying, Lord, how is it that you made the world for our sake, but the heathen possess it? No, we're gonna possess it, man. No?
and shall not swallow it down, according to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein.
Yeah, we read that
You're not gonna
according
be
to
happy
your
about it.
according to your substance. We read that because you live your substance to your babes, and it talks about how they seek to plead the poor.
Right. And it also says the houses, they think the houses shall
Should continue forever. Yeah, yeah.
They want that blessing. They want to keep it.
They want to keep
But
it.
it's temporal.
Yeah.
It says, verse 19, because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not.
Right.
Surely,
Right. He didn't build. He didn't really build America. He didn't really build Europe. Right. Because that was, any of these places, he just basically took it over and they took and took over the names.
just destroyed it in the end. Look what he did to America.
Well, what he? But it says a house.
Yeah.
Read that again.
Yeah, but a land, a house, it could be the, yeah.
Yeah. What it
says,
said?
It says, because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not.
Yeah. Yeah. See, he violently took it away, and what did you do? You basically moved in. He took the house and then moved in, and then and took on the names, took on the customs, took on the things. Now you're the American. You're the Greek. You're the squad. Yeah. Now you're the Greek, and you're the Englishman and the Frenchman
The
and
Egyptian and the Jews.
yeah.
Everything but an Edomite.
Everything but an Edomite.
How you brothers doing?
Beautiful.
I appreciate it, brother.
Could have went around, but he wanted to try to get right in the camera and then try to do the thing. But that's okay.
That's
The
like
Lord-
that
the
brother
Lord-
over there. They just wanted to be heard, steady hollering instead of being, if he had any teachings according to, he would have understood to conduct themselves in a manner which is befitting. You know what I mean? He
Think
could have
that
told her
little-
what he said to her and then kept it pushing. She wasn't going to get it.
But I think you got a little bit more, right?
I do. It says, verse 21, verse 20, Salakia. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save
Yeah, 'cause
of
that's the
that
people-
which he desired.
That's the people going, the uproar of the people. You're gonna be. It ain't gonna be quietness. It's gonna be uproar of the people. You're gonna have World War III. It ain't gonna be. You ain't finna just rule and you don't have no one come up against you. Oh, not to mention the chariots. Yahweh Shai is coming. So you're not gonna get quietness. Just go. Imagine if you just take over some stuff, because that's what it said. What's his name? What's his name? Alexander the Great said he conquered and he quieted the earth. You know what I mean? The whole earth was quiet before him. See, that's what they think. They're gonna go over and just take it, and the whole earth be. Nah, you're not gonna feel quietness in your belly. They're gonna, you're finna go down, right? The Lord said, "I've seen nothing but dust and smell of smoke, man."
Yeah.
It came down with great wrath, with spark and
Tempest.
tempest,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And nothing but dust, man. And the noise, man. And the other one talks about how the noise was heard from there and to the Red Sea, man. You're gonna go down with violence, man. You're not gonna, you're gonna get it, man. It's not gonna be easy. You're not gonna have quietness. You're not just gonna just rule this thing. It's just not gonna happen. Go ahead, Ari.
Verse 21, there shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his goods.
Yeah, and nobody gonna be looking for Edomite. Hey, you got a couple of TVs. What do they have now? Streaming things. You got what else they sell? You got a couple. Cause really ain't nobody buying nothing from you, really.
Bro, you're not going to have nothing left.
Yeah, you're gonna have
You're
nothing.
have
Yeah,
zero.
Yeah.
Zilch.
Can we get some more of the NBA games and the football games, and can we buy some more movies from Hollywood, which Hollywood's falling apart? Can you sell us some more dreams, some smoke and mirrors? Nobody gonna be looking for that no more, man.
Verse
Which proves it, because people are starting not to fall for the bullshit. You know what I mean? Like they used to. Everybody's like, yeah, okay, all that's happening. Okay, what happened to them Epstein's file? He keep trying to make some type of, because normally that's what happened. They'll bring up some type of event, and then things quiet down, and then it don't be talked about anymore. But people are still, they ain't falling for it. Okay, yeah, okay. Well, we still want some arrest out of that Epstein file.
Yeah, they're not falling for the banana on the top.
Nobody, they ain't falling for it. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 22, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
Yeah, see? You're about to get ready to just rule over the world, but you're not going to feel quietness. That's why I said, he think he's going to just take over like Alexander the Great and quiet the whole earth. And then that just be it. No, that's not gonna happen, bro. It ain't gonna happen. My brother Esau. It can't happen, Esau. Good.
It says, every hand of the wicked
Right.
shall come upon him.
Good. In the blue letter?
Yeah.
Blue letter?
Yeah.
Got that in the blue letter?
That's what
I'm out.
You want me to get?
Yeah, the blue letter, I'm
let me
out.
see if it's, yeah, my blue letter is not functioning.
Oh, can you get that?
It's laborers.
It
It goes into laborers, the working class.
Yeah, it goes into, well, it says, Amal, it's wicked, wretched ones. It says,
Yeah, going into the
It goes into-
the working class, man. They're gonna come up. You know,
Which-
everybody's against this damn place.
yeah. Which one was that? 20 and what?
22.
Job 20:22.
Job 20 and 22, in the blue letter. Yeah, Job 20 and 22. Okay. It says wicked, Job 20 and 22.
I was reading a little bit of Jeremiah 50th chapter, man. It's hard, bro. Okay. It says, for you all are raised and caused to come against thy blood and assembly great nations. The Lord God constructed them, and they shall set themselves against their wicked. The sheep shall take in their arrows, shall be as a mighty expert man, none shall return vain.
Okay. I'm out.
Man.
I'm out. And then it read the, oh, it's yeah. It's I'm out. Laborers, sufferers, wretched ones, laborers, workmen, right? Which that's the people who working.
Class, yeah.
The working class,
Mhm.
the blue collar, which also the white collar too, because they're starting to fall too, because there ain't no middle class. They're ripping away the middle class, right? So it's all the people, because that goes into what them being. It says that it's going to be a witness against them in James.
Right.
So that's talking about all the people. They're going to be a witness against you. That's showing that you're because it says your gold and your silver are cankered, showing that your kingdom is fallen, because everybody's coming up against you. So you're not going to feel quietness. You're not going to just come and take over. You think you are just when everything's sufficient, it seems like your belly is about to be fulfilled, and boom, sudden destruction, man.
Hey,
It's
that
not going to
never
work for
really
you.
Remembers history. If you got to go back to the French Revolution, what did they do to their? The laborers came up against them and got the, hey, they made the guillotine famous.
Yeah, well, that's what they're about to do again, but it still ain't gonna make their kingdom come back. It says sufferers, toilers, right?
Yeah.
Mystery. How'd it go? Misery, right? Misery, yeah. Well, that's what they're trying to do to them too. Yeah, they're gonna make the world miserable, and that's what they're doing to the people. When you're taking all the jobs and people used to afford a certain life, and you're making it miserable upon the people, man. And so they're gonna come up against you. Amal, the workers, the hands, and that's what it's gonna go ahead. I think
Go
it's
back to
that.
James. Yeah, go back to James.
Yeah, because that basically goes to that.
Right.
Because it's gonna say that.
Right. James 5:4. And I'm gonna
And
read
then, it's going to go into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth,
Yep,
right?
we'll get it.
All
King
those
James.
cries that witness, those martyrs, right? Because they're going to go into a time where that's what that whole thing was with that the ICE agent, whether if it was real or fake. You made that woman a martyr. That's why everybody's supposed to be doing this little protest. You made her a martyr. That's a witness. She's a mouth, right? Which means a wretched one, the worker. You you made her a
Labor.
martyr.
Yep.
The labor.
Yep.
Right?
They made another one this week.
Yeah. Well, she's a martyr, which they're gonna do that because the protest, they're gonna just open up on the protesters. You know what I mean? They're gonna show you're not in a democracy anymore. They're just gonna be able to, even though Trump was talking mess about Iran, is Iran saying that if they shoot their protesters, he's gonna come up and do something. Well, you're shooting your protesters. You're shooting your people.
A hypocrite.
Yeah, he's a hypocrite, man. You
It
know?
says,
Shows you who he cares about.
yeah.
He loves the make Iran great again.
The Israelis great again. Yeah.
James 5:4. I'm reading the King James. Oh, brother.
No,
Oh.
it said make it.
Oh. It says, behold, the hire of the laborers who
Right.
have reaped down your fields,
Right.
which you kept back by fraud, crieth, and cries of them which have reaped, have entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth.
Right, yeah, because that's you. To them, you're wicked, right? And I believe when you go into the word wicked, I believe that goes into like a criminal, right? Let me see if
Which verse?
right. Try that one. Try that one. Let's go to is the wicked. The word wicked there?
No.
Oh, let's see. Because I think
What verse? What verse?
not in this one. Not in this one, but in that, it should be, yeah, try this one.
In the
In the
NLT?
Greek, yeah, that's fine?
Yeah.
This says the wicked?
No.
Just look it up in a regular dictionary. I think it's in the regular dictionary. Look it up in the regular dictionary. Wicked definition, because I believe it goes into it being a criminal, because basically that's what they're going to do. They're going to make everyone criminals and come up against them, and by that happening, that makes you a martyr, a witness, because really you're witnessing against them how they're mistreating people and they're taking the riches and all the things and giving people nothing, saying you're going to own nothing and be happy. And so all the people coming up against them are like a witness. And then you go into that word witness, it means a martyr. But you go to that word in the Hebrew, it's wicked, meaning workers, wretched ones. But if you go into the regular definition, I believe it means to be like outlaw or to be crooked. Morally wrong. Morally wrong. I see this somewhere. Person, animal, their behavior is showing a fondness or cause trouble. Yeah. So this goes into mischief. It says a person who finds trouble, a mischievous. Yeah, the cause or found in causing trouble, mischief, naughty, troublesome. I'm trying to find the one I found before, but it was one of the words. But it goes into basically being like lawless. Like yeah, you're lawless. You're just because that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna make you. That's what they're saying. If you're in the way of a he's a federal investigator. So he's felony. So he's the law. So basically, you're committing basically a crime. That's what they're saying. Which that's what they're doing anyway. You're all basically that movie Will Smith, Enemy of the State. That's why they can do that. They can go into anybody's house. They don't need a warrant. So that means they can grab anybody, and at any time you're enemy of the state. But go ahead.
Back to James.
Yeah.
Let me. I'll jump back to the NLT. James 5:4 says, "For listen, hear the cries of the field workers whom you have cheated of their pay. The wages you held back cry against you.
Right.
The cries of those who harvest your fields have reached the ears of the Lord of heaven's armies.
Yeah, Lord of heaven. Yeah, because that's what they're doing. Because by firing the people, hiring the AI so they don't have to pay for medical bills and this and this and that, you know, you're hiding wages, and they've been doing that before that. When you take my check and take taxes, and then when I go to the store, there's taxes on that, and then I'm buying a house, and then there's taxes in the purchase of the house, but then you have land tax.
Everything's taxed.
Right? You're holding back the wages.
Yeah.
Right?
Cheating them of the pay, man.
And not to mention the not having gold or silver back in the money. That's holding back the wages too. Because
Phony money.
There's phony money. You're holding back the wages because at any given time, if we had the riches when the gold went up from, it's only one ounce of gold, and 1 ounce is like this small. I think it's like $6,000. If each person had tons and tons of little things, it's all up to whatever amount of money, there's no one's hurting for money. But you hold back that money by fraud, right?
Yeah.
By taking the silver and the gold from back in the money, right? But
You know, and you also got to add too low wages. But they don't pay you nothing. They take everything from you, and then they're not paying you anything anyway. You know.
and then raise
Holding
up the cost of living
Cost of living, yeah.
sky high. So you're holding back the wages because that's not what they call it a COLA, cost of living. So the cost of living is viable to your cost of what you're getting paid. So that way, if you're looking at the cost of living, if minimum wage is this, the cost of living for everyone should be according to the minimum wage. So that way everybody can afford to live. And if you have a better job, of course, you're living a little better than the person in the minimum wage.
It's not a little more.
Yeah, you should have a little bit more. Yeah.
According to the cost of living right now, minimum wage should be about 40-something now.
Right.
Minimum wage. With the cost of, like if you have an apartment or a home, you take 1/3 of your income just goes to that. Almost 2 racks a month.
No, if not more.
If not more, yeah. If you're in a nice place, oh yeah, it could be up to 6 racks a month.
Right.
For rent. You know what I
Right.
mean? It you know, and just steady getting higher.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, brother.
No,
I'm done.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's expensive, brother. Yeah. It says James 5:5. It says, "You have spent your years on earth in luxury, satisfying your every desire.
Mhm.
You have fattened yourselves for the days of slaughter."
Right. That's where we're coming to.
Day of
Coming to-
slaughter.
Yeah, because they're not. That's what you said. It's not gonna feel quietness. You just when you're in the fullness of your sufficiency, hey, you're gonna be cut off in the day of slaughter, man. Your kingdom ain't gonna go on. Your golden age, it's cankered, right? It's corrupt. It's moth eaten. It's done, right? Go ahead.
Keep going. It says, "You have condemned and killed innocent people." It says, "Who do not resist you."
Yeah, because that's because that's because you really can't resist them. They got the military. They got the power.
Sword.
They got the sword. Yeah, you can't. But then Jake kind of willingly wants to, right?
Yeah.
It kind of, because they said they lean upon Egypt and put their hands upon that broken reed, and they can get pierced through, right? Being the microseed, man. And that's the time that we're about to be living in, man.
Civil unrest.
Civil
Some-
unrest, yeah, that's
yeah.
going into that, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's the people being a witness against you. That's just not just Jake. Of course,
Yeah.
we're a witness as the Lord hopeful elect are a witness against you, but the people. That's what it says. They went into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth of all the people you kept back their money by fraud. So that's the people, and those people that you call wicked are basically martyrs. So you're gonna start mowing them down. You're gonna start. They're gonna be bringing out the guns. And
Jacob's trouble.
Jacob's trouble. Yeah. They're gonna be martyrs, right? Yeah. Huh.
Keep
A little
going.
bit more? A little bit more?
I can read a little bit more.
And then have,
Yep. And the subheading says patience and endurance. 'Cause, that's
the
yeah,
title.
we talked about the destruction and all the things that are coming, but there's also a hope, man. We got to keep that hope. It says, dear
Gotcha.
brothers, it says, dear brothers and sisters, be patient as you wait for the Lord's return.
Right.
Consider the farmers who patiently wait for the rains in the fall and in the spring. They eagerly look for the valuable harvest to ripen. It says, you too must be patient. Take courage, for the coming of the Lord is near.
Right, come. Take patience, because the coming of the Lord is near.
Right.
And because that's what they did. They sowed a seed, and they're waiting for their harvest too. But their harvest is gonna be destruction, right?
Yeah.
You sow wickedness, and you're gonna reap the wickedness.
No.
You sow the violence and conquering the people, and what's the other? Oh, can you get that one? For money is it Ecclesiastes 10? For money gotten by ill-gotten gains shall be given to another people. The Ecclesiastes.
Oh.
For money.
Or it says the kingdom should be given
Give it to another. No, yeah.
by fraud.
Money that was kept back, by fraud. Yeah. Money translated, yes, what it says.
Translated.
Translated from one people to another.
The kingdom is translated.
Kingdom
I got it.
translated from one people to another. So like,
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit.
yeah, see, and that's what you did. You got the riches by deceit, unrighteous gains, right? Your usury. Hey, and most of it just, you went out and just killed the people and just took it over, you know?
Yeah.
There's unrighteous gains, man. You know, with every was the great riches is a great crime, right? So you know you committed all sorts of atrocities to get the fatness of the world by the sword. You committed great crimes, right? With great riches come a great crime. I tell you, any crime, any riches like that, all you got to do is follow the money, right? So we know that it's you. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked, man. Right? Go ahead.
Because the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Yeah, and we translated. Well, it was translated from us, the Israelites, to you, but now it's going to be translated back to us. But this time we're going to rule forever and ever through Yahushua.
Esau is the end of the world.
Jacob the beginning of it that followeth.
Yeah.
Right? Through Yahushua, King David, and the putting of the law, statutes, commandments in our inward parts, right? Because the wages of sin is death, and once we can't sin, we ain't going to die like that. There ain't going to be no death.
Fully in the blessings.
Right? Unlike some of these other camps talking about, you're gonna live for 1,000 years, then you're gonna die, and then you're gonna come back, or even after 1,000 years, Esau's gonna come back and rise up and take us back captive. And man, how can they do that when we live forever? When the wages of sin is death, and if we can't sin, how are we gonna die? How are we gonna lose? That's stupid. You know? Go ahead.
You want me to keep going or that?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
A little
James?
bit. The one you was reading, the Ecclesiastes.
Okay. It says, verse 9, Ecclesiastes 10:9, it says, why is earth and ashes proud?
Yeah, see?
It says, there is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man.
Yeah, and that's what he's doing. He's going around the world being covetous, right? Taking over all the different assets, taking over lands, knocking down a president or whoever they want in there, put up a puppet president, you know. They want to basically fight over this thing with the riches, the untapped land that's in the Arctic or whatever it is over there, because of the all the ice is melting, and they're trying to fight over who's going to be the next ruler. Why is earth and ashes proud? You think you're going to be the next rulers? No. Yahushua and King David and the 12 and the 144,000 are going to be the next rulers, man. Period. right?
It says, for such a one setteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels.
Right. Yeah, because basically you're putting everything on this, right?
He's all in.
He's all in, yeah. Yeah, he's you understand, like a poker game.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
All the
yeah.
chips.
All the chips, yeah.
It says, the physician cutteth off a long disease.
Right, that's Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
Yahweh Shai is the physician. He's about, and you're the only, because even AI is gonna come to the conclusion that the Edomites, the self-proclaimed so-called white man, is the only reason why the earth is in decay like this. You're the long disease, man.
Mm-hmm.
And the Yahweh Shai is coming to cut you out. Right? Go
It
ahead.
says, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die.
You're the Rothschilds, the Bilderbergs, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the Oppenheimers. You're the rulers, the ruler class. You're the banking families. And tomorrow, you're gonna die, man. It's nothing. You're done.
Huh? It says, for when a man is dead, he shall inherit creeping things,
Right.
beasts, and worms.
And that's it. And it said you're gonna be chased like a dream. You're not gonna be nowhere to be found. You're gonna be like dung. Did your brother read that? Dung upon the earth, right? You read that one? Yeah. Come, you're nothing. It's like, you know what I mean? You ever see the dung? You be tripped, because I used to trip about that. When you see the dog take a poop on the thing, and you come a couple days later, then it turns white. It's turning white because it's dry and it's gonna crumble into thing and it's gonna blow with the wind. That's how you're gonna be when the missiles hit, right? The beast of destruction. It's gonna come and just blow your whole little kingdom away. And then you're gonna be in those bunkers and you're gonna get, you're gonna get the yoke of iron upon your neck, right? We're gonna put big heavy yokes of iron upon your neck. I mean, so heavy. It's gonna be Since you're a big head anyway, let's see what your big head can handle. So with all that, we're gonna go ahead and close out. Lord willing, it was edifying. Lord willing, I wasn't too all over because but Lord willing, that was edifying to the brothers, to you sisters. We want to give all praises and honor and glory facing the east. Give all honor and glory and praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakodash. Like double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and do well, to the elder apostles, bishops in Connecticut, the bishops, the preachers, the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds, preaching in truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, Shalom, to the Israelite foreigners who phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father, and have come back to the fold, Shalom. To you sisters, Shuach, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence, and above all, Kwam Yasharala. Shalom, shalom, shalom.
Get the eggs out. Y'all see that one in Ezekiel, it said they're going to put the nose